Hi, welcome to my video. I'm Jennifer Roberts. You're catching me on my YouTube channel, True Divine 44. You can also catch me on my Facebook page, True Divine, and it is the True Divine for both Instagram and Twitter. Any likes, shares, subscribes, follows, greatly appreciated, and much love to everybody who's doing that thus far. I've got a few people who leave comments and they've become friends, they've become brothers, they've become sisters, and I love you all so much. You really do lift me up, because as well as leaving those comments, you give me private messages one way or the other, and it's just lovely to be in contact with you guys. And part of me growing what I do, expanding what I do through YouTube, through Facebook, through all of the other platforms, hopefully when I get used to using them, it's one of the biggest gifts thus far. Yes, I love getting the messages of where readings have helped people, energy works help people, but the fact that I've made friendships that are as bonded as if you live next door with you guys means the world to me. And energy for me is currency. Energy for me is the real currency, and you guys lift me up with your energy so often, and I always send that back to you. So it's reciprocity, it's friendship, and it's beautiful, and I thank you. So today is part of the free content that I put out. Excuse the nails, I'm not gonna try and hide them. I've been doing DIY and wet hair because I've been playing with the boys, and they decided to get me wet. So I am as I am today, but I wanted to get the video out in time. So this is part of the free content that I put out via tarot readings and me feeling out the energy for the day, to give you a daily energy reading, to give you some foresight, forearming, forewarning, some insight, or just something that you can reflect back on and maybe place the energies that you've encountered that day or felt yourself in context and make better sense of them. So it's just to help you on your way. So take what resonates here, leave the rest behind, and leave it for somebody else. Don't bend a reading to your will and bring something into your life that you don't need. So this is for the 24th, of the 6th of June, 24th of June 2020. I was trying to say the date in the right way, but now I'm confused as to which is the English way, which is the American way. So it doesn't take very much, but you know it's June and it's the 24th day. So today, and it's hump day. Happy freaking hump day. So this card is the first card being Temperance, and it is a major arcana. It is a beautiful card. It speaks of self-control, balance, harmony. It speaks of, but it does speak for me of harmony in the middle of chaos. You use Temperance most when you are getting any kind of energy put your way, but the Temperance card really steps up to give you the wisdom to know that even negative energy can be transmuted into something that you can use. So if somebody's throwing what they would call hate your way, or negative energies, or just negative words, don't despair. Thank them. You know, you don't have to say thank you to the face, but thank them for that source of energy, because if you take up the energy of this beautiful Temperance card, you know how to transmute that. You see, she's crossing the two jugs, and as the stream of the fluids it's crossing the water into wine. It's crossing, it's making it whatever energy she's got, she can transmute and cross that across her and make it into something that she can use, something that is positive for her. Now, when this card came out, I wanted to just remind myself of, what does wine do? What is the significance of wine? Because that really stood out to me today. To bring balance to you. Now, I looked it up, and it says that it blocks nerve pathways in the brain, which is often why, if you're in pain, people like to have a little drink and they feel a bit more relaxed, they feel a bit less in pain, and so that's why it's blocking the nerve pathways that would deliver the message to feel pain throughout the body. So then it goes on to say it contains chemicals that may have beneficial effects effects on the heart and blood circulation, such as antioxidant effects and preventing blood platelets from forming clots. So from that I took that, okay, so the wine is significant of, and I'm not saying you have to go and drink a lot of wine, we're talking energy here and reflecting that in the 3D. So if we think about that, then okay, so wine brings you into flow. It brings your circulation into better flow, into more flexible, mutable flow. It also stops you from getting blocks. What do we talk about in our life? Energetic blocks, physical blocks, that obstacles that stop us one way or the other. But you being the energy temperance card that you are, the enormous energetic soul that you are, you can learn how to use your energy and transmute your energy from that which is of water into wine. So it brings that, I thought it brings added context to what this energy of this card can bring to you today, to know that you have the capability to even a negative energy, and there is a lot of negative energy getting thrown about, and even the headlines create that negative energy from mainstream media. It's important for us to check ourselves regularly and keep transmuting that energy into wine, into something that brings us back into flow, into balance, and stops us having blocks, these energetic blocks in our life. So it is significant that that stood out to me today. It also, I know when I drink wine, it doesn't say it on here where I've looked it up, but I know if I drink wine, because I'm not a big drinker, your pores open up. You're open, you're more open, you're more open to that energy getting within your physical body, because even your physical pores open up. So to bring yourself into more open-mindedness, to not be afraid of any energy that you face or that you come across, because you know in yourself that you have the power within to start working with your own energy flow, with your own chi, and bringing it into flow that works for you, that gives you that balance, that self-control, that healing. Because removing those blocks energetically, if we're full of blocks that we allow to be put there, through outside forces, negative energies that we bring into ourselves and let them sit there, let them fester, or that we indeed bring them in on ourselves with our own limitations, with our own belief systems that bring us to a limited level, that put a lid on our box, so to speak. To be able to know that you have the power to work with your energy to bring you healing, because all of those things that I mentioned before there, they bring you physical ailments, they bring you physical pain, stress, onset of things when we're stressed out. It's well known that stress can trigger many physical ailments, such as cancer, such as arthritis, fibromyalgia. So the we're all connected, and I think a lot of people have forgotten just how connected we are. Our energetic body, our energetic imprint, being directly connected to our physical circulation of our blood, of our flow, of our life force, to our soul, to our spirit, all of it being connected, and then that being connected to the all. So the more each individual can practice these major arcanas and get good at using their own, all of the aspects of self, the more that we feed into the collective consciousness of more balance, more healing, more self-control, less triggered people on the streets, having tantrums over inanimate objects such as statues. And so it does speak also of patience. Because if you are in the place, if this resonates with you in this way, that you are in the place and you have been working with your energy in a way that has brought you into the major arcana of temperance, that to give you, if you've got that ability to do so, then it can still be a bit difficult when you're in balance, when you're in your calm waters, to look around and see a lot of people being very chaotic, very spasmodic, very just out there. All of their emotions just it's like you've been given an invitation from mainstream media. Come and have your tantrums here. Come on, you can come here. You're invited to anything that you would usually keep behind closed doors, or you'd be too embarrassed to show the behaviors that all of the behaviors that you feel you've had to hold in. You just bring them on into the street here. You'll be fine. You know we can televise it. We'll watch you. We'll make you famous over it. Come roll up. And so it's a bit difficult sometimes when we're dealing with such extreme differences in calmness, stability, and this chaotic, confused section of people. It's difficult to stay in your calm, but this is when we get tested. What is the point of knowing how to be the beautiful temperance card, knowing how to be in balance and in calm and in your center, knowing how that even when you spin, you get even more balanced. So as much chaos is going on around you, spinning on around you, use that as a balancing vortex to ground yourself. There's dancers, and keep forgetting their names, but I don't know if they're geishas, but they spin and their skirts are deliberately made so that they lift up, and that gives them extra velocity, and it's to show that they're creating their vortex, and in that is their balance. The faster they spin, the more balanced they are. So the more chaos around you, this is the time to test yourself. This is the time to really refine those temperance skills, to stay balanced around all of this chaos that is around you. Allow it to just spin you into your balanced vortex, even more so, into your grounded vortex, even more so. So patience. It does speak of patience also. There's the judgment card. So two huge cards coming out together, another major arcana, but it's in reverse. So what are you not listening to? Here is the trumpet calling from the heavens, giving you that pull, that pulling you in back into your soul's journey. Remember why you're here. This is it. This is judgment time. This is the time where we're going to create a new reality. This is a huge reset time. Where are you? Why aren't you on your path? Did you not get the memos that we've been giving you, that the universe has been sending you to pull you back with the right people, with the right job, with the right role, with the right words, with the right platforms to put you on to say your things that you need to say? Where are you? And so in reverse, why aren't you listening? What is it? Is it that you're maybe letting too much of the chaos around you deafen your ears to your soul's journey, to the trumpet call, calling you to say this is what all of the preparation before now has been, all of the training ground up until now. This is the time that you should be here in your soul's journey, in the upright, to implement that, to be a part of what you decided to come here to be a part of. So it's a serious where are you missing that call? Why aren't you? Because this is a huge card for karmic justice, and so it does speak to the karma is your dharma. The dharma is your karma, your deeds, your lessons, the things you've learned, the things you haven't learned before now, all being called into question. What do you take forward from here? Are you with the right people? Are you on the right path? But you need to make a decision. Now, it does speak of mercy. It does speak of whoever this resonates with, maybe an old belief system is still in there a little bit too much, of you being very judgmental of self and being very afraid of being judged by outside forces, by gods, by deities, by things that you have placed at one time in your life, or maybe still a lot of belief into. This may sound harsh, but whoever this resonates with, you're sort of on the fence already, or you're pretty much off the fence of organized religion, organized belief systems, but you still have those things, those little veins that get into you when you've been a part of a belief system that is of organized religion. And it speaks of, show yourself mercy. You are the judgment. You judge yourself by the deeds that you do. You judge yourself. You can put things right if you want to. You are your God, your goddess. You are your path, your journey. And so, whatever has happened or occurred, whatever things have you maybe gone off your path, maybe hurt people's feelings in your eyes, or or you've disappointed yourself, have mercy. Don't be afraid of outside judgment from anyone or anything. It's you that is your judgment. So be kind. Take away, this card invites you to take that serves you, the lessons that serve you. So even if you have hurt people's feelings, for instance, and this resonates with somebody very strongly, even if you have acted in a way that you feel is out of character or that doesn't show you in the best light, then, take the lessons from it. Put right what you can put right, and other than that, take the lessons from it. How will you not speak to somebody in the future? What kind of decisions will you make going forward regarding any relationships, business relationships, lovers, friendships that you have? It's only you that can judge you, and anybody who says that they can outside of you is lying. They don't have the right. It's your path, your journey. And yes, you can try and put things right, you can try and rebalance things, but it's only for you to go forward with what is ready to go forward with you. The rest, you extract the lessons and leave it behind. The things that don't serve you, you leave them behind. There's been a lot of damage done to a lot of people that have been sold into, bought into, born into a belief system that relies so much on judgment from outside forces, on judgment from things that you can't see, feel, or touch, that you can't. You just need to drop that. It's not for you. There's nothing gonna judge you but you. Anybody who tries to judge you, they're just throwing their opinions out. They're not for you to take on board. They're not for you to sentence yourself with. Get back on your path, and don't be embarrassed to do so. Don't be embarrassed to change the course to get back on your path. You only have to answer to you ultimately. Be kind to people along the way, yes, but you only have to answer to you ultimately. And so let's look at the last card, and that is also in reverse, and it's the Three of Wands. So this is the fire, the passion, and what I would have wanted to see in the best case scenario, I would have wanted to see the Judgment card in its upright and this in its upright, because then it would speak of you're on your soul's path, you've gotten back to where you needed to get to, and you've taken whatever lessons you've learned along the way up until this point, and you're going to use them going forward. But then to see them both in reverse. The Three of Wands in reverse speaks of ulterior motive, hidden agendas, and it does speak of possible betrayal. But most of all that points out to me is that it speaks of wasted talents. How long have you let the fear of judgment from the outside, either that be from a god or from a friend or lover or mother, father, anybody, social media, we've got such a big crowd that's so ready to judge so quickly now, haven't we? How long have you been hidden away, wasting your talents by not allowing the world to enjoy them, by not allowing yourself to enjoy the fruits of your talents, because you're too afraid to show the real you? Maybe you've been betraying yourself to be portraying yourself to be somebody that didn't resonate with you, but it pleased those around you, and it helped you fit in with those around you. It's okay to just not even admit to people that you've been, hiding yourself. Just go out and do it. The right people will stick to you. New people will find you that resonate with you. And the wrong people, again, like this Judgment card invites you to do, leave it behind. It's your journey. Leave it behind. Leave them behind. It's your journey. Don't waste your talents. Don't hide them away from those of us that would love to see them and love to see you enjoy the fruits of those talents. The betrayal and ulterior motive. Of course, on the wider stage, we have a lot of that, don't we? In the way that we have been betrayed. We have been betrayed greatly by those who say that they would lead us, by those who say that they would control most of the world through the monetary system. We've been betrayed and lied to, and there has always been an ulterior motive to that which we have been fed. And through that, we have supported people. We have put money into their efforts. We have put energy into what they're doing. So it does feel like a betrayal. It's a relationship, and we've been in a relationship with narcissistic rulers for way too long. And so this speaks of the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, another major arcana. So we've got 3 major arcanas on here, and that is for the 3 of Wands in reverse. So don't waste another minute, don't waste another second on thoughts and worries of others, or thoughts of worries or judgment from outside forces. The only thing you're maybe attracting and paying for is just some karma. Some of the actions that you maybe put out there, they may be coming back to you. That's fine. You can change it up, you can transmute it, you can do what you need to do with that energy to move forward with this Temperance card. You can transmute it, you can bring yourself back into balance and harmony. But to get out there, to jump on this Wheel of Fortune with the talents that you've been given, recognizing that ulterior motives of those around you in your individual life, yourself even, and the so-called powers that be, have maybe they've been trying to put this wheel in reverse constantly, trying to take us off our ultimate paths. Imagine if we were all ready and able to just live our soul path. But we are. This is part of the challenge. So maybe your talents, not maybe, of course, these talents that you have, whatever they might be, speaking, hugging, making things, whatever they might be, we need you. We need you on your Wheel of Fortune. We need you in flow with this Temperance card, and we need you not afraid of judgment. We need you to be joyous of judgment and answering from the depths of yourself to that trumpet call from the heavens to say, get on your path, do what you agreed to do when you came here, but get that wheel in flow. And those that have betrayed you, those that have had ulterior motives regarding you with this 3 of Wands in reverse, stuff them. Let's stop giving them energy. Let's stop giving them a source of currency, because they've covered up currency so well with the monetary system. But the currency they really need, the currency that they really rely on, is our energy. Our source of energy, our source of creativity. Don't give them it any longer. Don't be tricked into doing exactly what they want you to do by going on the streets and having an emotional tantrum on the streets, causing more division. Let them stand out on their own. Let them stand out on those streets on their own, with their, yet again, another organized, like religion, but these organized movements, these psyops. Let them stand out there on their own. Let us see their faces. Let's see how many of them are getting paid. Let's see how many of them are part of this ulterior motive, this betrayal, this lie. And then the rest of us really can stand together. The rest of us really can see that division is something that has been man-made. Division is something that has been bought and paid for from the very start, from religion, and now it moves into the hippie movement, the different coloured skin movements. Division. Divide no more. Let them really stand out like a sore thumb, whatever street they're on, in whatever part of the world they're on. Let us see who is accepting checks to betray their own kind, whatever colour that might be, to betray their own humankind, humanity, for a check, for some power, for a contract maybe, for 5 minutes of fame. Let us see them by not being triggered into being a part of them, especially an unpaid part. That is slave labour. So, take up your path. Don't be afraid to show who you really are, because there's people like me who are dying to see you shine, who are dying to see your real light, and will just enjoy and bask in those talents that you have to show the world, and will cheer you on. Whoever doesn't really matter, because there's plenty of us and yourself to cheer you on and enjoy the things that you came here to show, the things that you came here to do. We need you in flow. Take up that wheel, your own wheel, not the manufactured wheel. I love you all. If you would like a private reading, you can get in touch with me with the details below. Until next time, be balanced and be whole. Mwah.